ושתפילה וחס ונהמסה ועמירם בעלמא במרוף אמן.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Abraham Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Ha'el Gibor Hanora Le'Elion Gomer Chasidim Tovim Konei Yaakov Zokei Hadei Abois Nevi Goel Inei Bnei Lemon Shemo Be'ahava Melech Oseh U'Mashiach Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Abraham Mashiach Harua Mori Kageshem Avichaim Bechesed Mekayem Esim Rachamim Rabim Somech Noflim ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומחיים מנשוא, לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך מלך נמיר, ומחיים ומזניע ישוע, בני אימן נתן לך חיות נסים, ברוך אתה ענאי, אמן. קדוש, הנה סברת חלס כבודו, לעומתם משחים ביום הומו, delay, check so more. שלם על לפניך ברוך אתה אדוני ועושה בשבע. אמן. אבינו כאן ומכל לנו מכנו תשנו כי הטוב בסלח אתה ברוך אתה אדוני לפניך מרבה. אמן. ועננו בריבה רבנו ויעלנו מהרה למען שמך קיר וסלח אתה ברוך אתה אדוני כל ישראל. אמן. ונרופא ושלם להשיג לסנו אתה ויעלה הרופא ורפואה שלם על הכל מחוסינו כי אדמל הרופא נאמן ברחם הנצא ברוך אתה אדוני כל יום בו ישראל. ברק עלינו אדוני אלוהינו שנם כל ביאס כל מיני ועושה לטובה בשמחה ומסע לברכה על פני אדמה בשמנו מתברך ומברך שנושאנו כשנים הטובות לברכה כי הטוב מותיר אתה ומברך השנים ברוך אתה אדוני מברך השנים. גם בשופר גדול לנושאנו בסמנה לקבץ כלו עשינו וקבצנו נהה מהגול כנפוס הארץ לארצנו ברוך אתה אדוני וקבץ לחיי עמו ישראל. אמן. שתנו בראשונה ובראשונה בתהילה ותצא ממנו יגון והנקה הוא לא עלינו אתה אדוני לבדך בכסף ורחמים בסדר משפט ברוך אתה אדוני בכסף דקה ומשפט. סתת בחוק ומינים בחוק פקודים כרגע ובידו בכל אויבי עמך יקרסו מחוץ האישה מהרה צעקר ושבר איש מגר ושניע במהרה וימינו בינה ברוך אתה אדוני שובר אויבים ומשניע שדים. הצדיקים והחסידים והסנגמך בית ישראל והלכתך בית אורכם והגרי השדה אמונה רחמך אדוני אלוהינו ושם שכר טוב לכל אבותיכם בשנה בימים וזכרנו מהם לעולם לא נבוש כי לך ותגנו ברוך אתה אדוני נשאנו מכאן הצדיקים. אמן. ויהיה חברתכם בשיר וששכם ושכה כאשר דיברת ובשד דוד עבדך מהרה ותוכל תכין ובנה אותה בקרוב בימינו בניין עולם ברוך אתה אדוני בני ירושלים. אמן. ידך מקרב תשמיע בקרוב תרום וישועתך כי ישועתך קיווינו כל היום ברוך אתה אדוני תשמיע קרב ישוע. אמן. עלינו בקבלו ורחמנו ורצון לשאלתנו כי אל שומע תפילות וצלמונים נטל מפניך ומלכנו ריקן אל תשיבנו כי אתה שומע תפילות כל פה ברוך אתה אדוני אמן. בעמך ישראל ולתפילתן שכב וקשה בעבודה לדבר ויעשה ישראל ותפילתן ואהבה תקבל ברצון ושיא לרצון תמיד עבודה ישראל עמך ותעשה נהנה בשובך לציון ברחמים ברוך אתה אדוני תסיר שתנסו לציון. bien mostré la idea de mi todo cate al portfolio humano veo negociar de procesos entre papel en todo kilo calura que me han en kilo como estrategia que me van a ir la veo la disparek es human base se máquina también la banda es otra de la de calinushi alrededor de la quito a él y eso haciendo de los seres se le cae todo para que todo nada Amén. Porque no habíamos planos para cada orfanaje y orfanaje nos está hablando a nadie ajeno. Toras Haim, Bajes, Usedaco, Baraka, Rahim, de Cayón, de Shalom, de todo, y Neca, de es עמך ישראל כל שעת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני וברכי עמוק ישראל בשם. Isaías haciendo בהקשיבים נאמר כיום בעיקר השם עלי והשם נאמר. שמך והצילנו וכפר על נפשנו למען שמך. תודה ותודה שמי רבה. אמן. נלמד יברך יוסף ינדים יוסף יזמר כנגד בגלל נשיקם. אמן. ובמשכון ובחית כל בית ישראל בגלו בזמן קריב אמרו. אמן. ישראל וישתמן יוסף יסדת יתעלף יסלב שמד הקדושה בליכוד. אמן. ובכס ושילת ובכס ונגמתה ואמירם בעלמה באמרו אמן. אמן. Scabas Oscon Oscon the whole base Israel Kavan Oscon Divi Shmaya Biru Amen. Amen. Shalem Aram Shmaya behind the Vinaleno and for Israel Biru. Amen. Amen. Aleino the Shabbat Madonna. נאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ויהיה הוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Amen. Amen. We have as a special guest from Israel, from Yerushalayim, who's going to share a few words and it has some svarim to sell.
My name is Binyamin Schlanger. I live in Yerushalayim. I spent the last 5 years translating something which somebody has translated before, but it's much more expensive. I'm selling this beautiful set of these are the last talks we have from the Rebbe from 1991, 1992, Hunana Pinun base. It's set out beautifully so that every balabos can understand it. Each sikha, which is 30 pages long, has got 30 or so headings, and each heading is a 5 minutes about Torah, which anybody can understand, with your wife and your children, your guests. That's not what I want to say. I want to tell you something which is negate every single person of this generation. The Frierdiker Rebbe said that in Warsaw, before he left Russia, we will see each other, Chassidim and the Rebbe will see each other again. We'll be connected. There were the maskilim, the great heads, and they said, well, the Rebbe doesn't mean this physically, materially, he means it spiritually. And then there were the Anoshim Pshutim, the ordinary Jews, and they took the chairs and made a whole line like this, and they all sat down, and they started rocking the chairs. We're going to the Rebbe. Mendel Futerfas told me personally that every one of the Chassidim who believed that were physically actually going to see the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe at that time in America, got out of Russia and saw the Frierdiker Rebbe. And every one of the great scholars who said it's all spiritual, it's impossible, it's the Iron Curtain, not one of them got out and never saw the Rebbe physically. That's a story. Now I want to tell you another short story which I had. We, Chassidim, with Emunah, are connected to the Rebbe today. Every one of us. The Rebbe knows everything. The Lubavitcher Rebbe is the general soul, and we are sparks of the soul, because there's a general soul of Moses in our generation. So I want to tell you a story. A year and a half or so ago, I needed to come to America to sell my Sforim, previous Sforim. My first save, I'm not going to that. The first save was security for the land of Israel, which is so relevant today that people say republish, because the government's doing it all wrong. Not one single Jewish boy should be killed if they would follow the words of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. Not one, no, it is halachically forbidden to send a Jewish boy to Sakomokum, Sakonis Nefoshes, a place where his life is endangered. And the Rebbe said the war can be won in 5 minutes, not 84 days. A year and a half ago, I wanted to come to America. This was on a Tuesday, because my son Shmuley in Bakersfield, California, was making a wedding. Daughters and sons-in-law were coming from Australia, kids all over the world. And I had to get to America. The real reason I had to get to America was the following Tuesday. America did not want anybody who's not American to come into the country to contaminate the country with COVID. And I refused, me and my wife and many others who've got brains in their head, refused to take the poisonous injection from which people are still dying. So we had to get there fast. I phoned the American Embassy. American Embassy said, you want an appointment? It's going to take a year. Why? COVID. It'll take a year to get in. So my son, Eli Schlanger, who's a shliach in Sydney, Australia, had a friend in Krakabad. He phoned his friend in Krakabad that I wanted 2,000 shekels. My son phones me back that same evening, the Tuesday. He says, Tom, your mum have got to be at the American Embassy tomorrow. You have an appointment for tomorrow morning. You have to be there at 8:30. You have an appointment. We never had an American visa. And we had to get into America before the following Tuesday, when there was a blockage of any people to contaminate it. That was one of them. We got to the embassy. We were there, and there's a boy sitting behind the desk in his cubicle, glass. He says, why do you want to come to America? I never told him I've got to get there before the following Tuesday. I never said that, But I said, my son, I told him the truth. I said, my son in Bakersfield, California, is making a wedding. I have children from all around the world meeting in Bakersfield, California, and they're coming to see us grandparents that we live in Jerusalem. We took him to a goy, right? And he says, okay. He says, get in touch with me next week. So I said to the goy, I said, do you know what the word chutzpah means? Does anyone know what the word chutzpah means around here? You know what chutzpah what it means? Chutzpah means a damn cheek. He says, I've got chutzpah, I said to him, we've got to get there for the wedding. So he takes out a paper with our name on it. He had times. He put a circle around 2:30 the same day. Oh, stop. I forgot to tell you the first thing. I wrote into the Lubavitcher Rebbe after we were told you can't get into America, and even an appointment for a year. I said to the Rebbe, and I'm selling sforim, going for a wedding. I have to get there. I need a bracha. I wrote into the Eagles Kodesh. I need a bracha. Anyway, so the MC got there 9 o'clock. He said, next week. I said, no, I'm chutzpah, I'm a horrible guy. I never said that. But what happened was, he says, come back at 2:30 in the afternoon. We came back at 2:30 in the afternoon. There was another boy there. He says, what's your name? I said, Schlanger. So he goes to, takes out my passport. I was with my wife, and my wife's passport, my Israeli passport, and in both passports we had stamped a 10-year permit visa to come into the United States. As of that day, that was Tuesday. Thursday, my wife booked a ticket, and sorry.
That's where you're from, because it's not a original accent. You don't have an Israeli accent, so I was wondering where you're from.
No, I'm from. The Rebbe said England in Yiddish means the narrow land has got to be turned into Great Britain. So I'm from London, but I live in Yerushalayim. And I did all my work writing within 1 kilometer of the Mokum Hamikdash. From the roof of my building, anyone who comes to Yerushalayim, come and visit me. You have my number, and I'll show you the place of the Beis Hamikdash. And my wife says the whole time, we're going to see the Beis Hamikdash from Maila. We're going to see the temple of the heavens descending right before our eyes. So what happened was, the Rebbe's broth came through. My wife booked there and then, got home, booked a ticket to America. This was Tuesday. Thursday evening, we came to JFK. We arrived. we flew from Ben Gurion Airport. At Ben Gurion Airport, the woman says you're only allowed to take in one suitcase each. But I see you've got an extra one. I'll let you take that in as well. You won't have to pay. I said, very nice, take it. 2 minutes after my second suitcase had gone down, I said, Master of the world. My tefillin were in that suitcase. We get to JFK. My wife picks up the suitcase. It's very light. And my tefillin, rushing of any time, was gone. They were gone. They were not there. So we came to Crown Heights for a whole month. I was in 770 selling sforim. And every day I went into the museum, and the young man that works there lent me his tefillin. On the last night we were supposed to be in New York, because I was going on to Bakersfield to my son's wedding and meet my children from Australia. I went to this Russian guy who lives in Manhattan Beach. He always helped me a little bit towards the funding. This cost tens of thousands of dollars to work and to print and to ship. It's printed in Turkey. It's beautifully done. I wrote a second letter during the course of that month to the Rebbe saying, I need my children. This is the second letter to the East Coast. It's all true. I'm telling you God's truth. And I go into this guy's house, and it has one whole wall, 3 times as high as this, full of mushroom bottles of whiskey and vodka, and with a ladder to get up to bring the shoes. Which bottle would you want? He said. Anyway, when I went into him, started dancing and singing and the whole bit, everyone was dancing. Unfortunately, most of those Russians living there, their wives are not Jewish. Unfortunately, I tried to do my best with this guy. What can you do? Anyway, we had it for breaking. I'm sitting down at the table, and I see 2 tefillin bags on the table. One was velvet navy blue, and the other one was a black leather with 770 on it. So I said, why have you got 2 sets? Remember, this is after the second letter that I had written to the Rebbe that I need my tefillin bag. I don't know how to fill it. And all this is God's truth. I said, why have you got 2 pairs of 2 tefillin bags on the table? He said, well, this one here, which was the blue velvet, is mine. So I said, what's the other one for? I don't know how he knew. He says, that's for you. I opened it up. It was from Shulovim. Albal Alma, most incredible, stunning tefillin. I got them checked. The Psad of the Balatanya, the Alter Rebbe's writing, and I got 2 letters equals Kodesh. That's what I'm saying is that just as the ordinary Jews believed in Russia that they would see the Frierdiker Rebbe, and it happened physically, we today, the Rebbe is connected to us. If you need something, whether it's a parnasa or whether it's health or whatever it is, you need to write into the Igrois Kodesh, the holy letters of the Rebbe, and you'll come across a letter, you put it in, you undertake, I'm going to say to him, I'm going to do this, something good, and you have to make sure, though, that the Igrois Kodesh on the spine doesn't say Ziyah. It has to say Shlicha. You do that. If you're connected to the Rebbe will answer you. They will answer you, and we'll be going with the Rebbe to Shalayim Irak Kodesh before Maariv.
Amen. Today's Jewish history. Now that I'm married, today's yard site. Judah Turo, Yehuda Turo. Anybody know who Yehuda Turo was? He wrote the check for Turo College. He also wrote the check for Turo Synagogue in Turo College. Okay, and he supported many Jewish causes, and specifically from causes, Jewish observant causes. And he gave a lot of tzedakah, and he passed away in 1854. Today's his yard site in Neshama Shabbat Aliyah. Today's also the yard site of the author of the Ktsaisa Shulchan. In every yeshiva, they learn the Avanim Elohim, the Ktsas, the Ktsaisa Chayshin, the Shav Shmaita. It's all the same guy. His name is Aryeh Leib Heller. Passed away in 1812. He was an author of Svarim. And the Shalosh Aliyah. Tonight is the yard of the Rambam. We'll talk more about the Rambam tomorrow because it's getting late now. But the Rebbe always, huh? What? Not Parnasa? Why? Don't ask for Parnasa? Why?
You said you have to ask
Because Hashem. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, Hashem. And so tonight's the Rambam's yard site. The Rambam it's actually his 819th yard site. Now I know it's 819th yard site. Because I remember on his 800th yard site, I was learning Rambam by the Rambam's caver. I remember I was there by his resting place exactly on his 800th yard site. It was New Year's Eve. I was at a New Year's party in Kibbutz Lavi. Kibbutz Lavi. You know the one, the kibbutz that makes all the furniture? Lavi furniture. It's all from Kibbutz Lavi. And there was a New Year's party there. And we had this. And then on the way back, I said, hey, it's on the Kinneret. I told the bus driver, I said, the Kinneret, the Rambam's buried somewhere around there. Tonight's his yard site. It was learning Rambam. I said, tonight's yard. Can we make a stop there? And we went there, and the whole bus was a birthright group. We had come from Miami, and the whole bus, we all went to the cave. We went to the resting place of the Rambam on his yard site, and we learned. I learned Rambam on his yard site. I didn't learn 3 prakim. I learned some of the 3 prakim. Didn't learn the full 3 prakim. And I was just there this past summer.
It wasn't a long stop, it was a short stop.
Anyway, Maariv, page 118, more about the Rambam, and I guess more about New Year's. Are we allowed to say it or we're not allowed to say it? More about it tomorrow. Maariv, page 118. Yes, I was going to say that. Also the Barditchever, and also there's a few things I was going to explain. Yes. You know what we were concentrated. They didn't want to concentrate only once. That's what concentrate.
Now we're really going to be Yochi. Tzaddik. Bittul, very bittul. Yeah, after 8 of
Alinea leeft aan MS. Marcus Sebastian keep all the imagination of one should have seen for our grammar for Marcus Separo when I play game, I should say EP on the Ne, ma anche quello di che vi aveva fatto igual Israel. Mercy when you time to show me out to them, the Elshman was been other work of the ordination, some Israel law. This guy, Shmir,
It's made up. If you bet it, it's Kaddish. Amen. Amen. Everybody, you want to know how much you're selling it for? 125. 125. 125 for the set, full set. On sale for 125. All right. On sale from?